Hey everyone, it's Jessie. How are you all doing today? I have finally finished my sweater. Now, if you saw my last couple videos on this sweater, I ended up frogging it a few times, and since then I frogged it like a fourth time because I was not liking how it was all working out. I first had like this diagonal line going across it. I didn't like it. You can check out my previous videos. I kind of explain all about that, but I found a different way to work it up where I didn't have a diagonal line showing, and I'm so much happier. Now, the last time I frogged it was, I'd say a few days ago. I wanted to redo the body part because when I tried it on, it fit me, but it was so snug to my body. It was like, I wanted it a little bit more oversized and a loose fit, more comfortable and cozy. I ended up frogging it because I'm like, you know, I'm just not going to be happy. I want to get this sweater to how I'm going to really enjoy it, and otherwise it'll just sit in the closet forever. Frogging the sweater is no fun at all. It takes forever. It's very difficult. Like, the yarn does not frog easily. You have to have a lot of patience, a lot. You just have to slowly work at it, and either way, I knew I needed to just get through it because I would be so much happier in the long run if I just did that and redid everything. So I did it, and I'm much happier with it. Before I show you the sweater quick, I just want to show you again, if you haven't seen my previous videos, Granny Pop Pullover. This is Michelle at MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and this is her pattern. She has a YouTube tutorial on how to work the sweater up, and you can also get this as a kit on Mary Maxim. I think she also sells her pattern on like Etsy or Ravelry if you'd rather buy a pattern. So Mary Maxim, Ravelry, I cannot say that word, or Etsy. She has all that information in her tutorial too, so I am going to link her tutorial down below in case you want to check that out. And over on MJ's Off the Hook Designs YouTube channel, she has wonderful designs, but she also has other Granny Pop sweaters and cardigans, all kinds of things. You can go ahead and check out all her videos. And on her channel, she also has a video that explains how to do the gauge swatch for all her Granny Pop sweaters. It is wonderful. Now, I have not always been a huge fan of a gauge swatch because it would scare me away. So I used to just work things up, and it wasn't always the right size, and I just struggled with it. Lately, I've been trying to do a gauge swatch anyway, even though it scares me away, and really try to learn it and get that part down because I think it's very important for wearables, especially sweaters or tops. Michelle's tutorial or video explaining how to do the gauge swatch is just fantastic. So if you want to check that out, I'll try and link that below too. Hopefully I remember to do that. But it was so helpful for me, and I'm so glad I did it. Now, when I did the gauge swatch, I ended up using a hook size, I believe, bigger than what she used. I am using Pullover hooks, and I used I don't know if you can see that, but I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook for the body part and the sleeves, and for the I don't know why I always struggle with finding the right words for this, but for the collar here, the sleeve cuffs, and the band at the bottom of the sweater, I used a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And this is, I think the Mary Maxim kit had 5 balls of the Mary Maxim Prism yarn, and I think it's the color, oh, why do I always forget this? It is, I think it was Water's Edge or something, but don't quote me on that. And this is all I had left. It's kind of a tangled mess still, but this is all I had left of the 5 balls. Had a little bit extra, and then for the white edges, it was a Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK yarn, and they were both three weights. They give you 2 skeins of this white. I have quite a bit left over, so this one I never even touched. I haven't used it all, and I still have this much left of the other skein. So I'm really not sure what I'll do with the extra. I have all this extra yarn, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with it. I did not block the sweater. I know some people have been blocking their sweaters when they're all finished, but I did not. I have not blocked very many projects. I have blocked shawls before. I have never blocked a sweater, but I just didn't feel like it needed to be blocked. So anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oh, and quickly, I do have my little microphone in the way here, so excuse that. My husband actually bought this for me today. I was so excited, so hopefully my audio will be a little bit better. The lighting, it's a work in progress. I'm still quite new to YouTube. I feel like I can never get the lighting just right. I just have a lot to learn yet, so hopefully you can still see everything okay. This is what it looks like. Here's the bottom band. And here's this, I love the sleeves. Like, they turned out wonderfully. It's a little bit oversized, and I made it a little longer. I like to be able to pull the sleeves up over my hands if I get cold. I really love that. Before it was pretty form-fitting, but now I've got a nice amount of room in here, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I really love how this turned out. It's definitely not the warmest sweater right now because, as you can see here, it is pretty holey. I am wearing a tank top underneath it right now. I do not have a long sleeve shirt that would work underneath this, not now anyway. So in one of my previous videos, I had talked about, for my next projects, what should I work on? Should it be crochet? Should it be knit? Well, I'm actually going to work on a crochet project and a knit project, and I am just currently waiting to get some hooks in the mail. So I have some thick yarn from Hobby Lobby from a couple years ago, some clearance yarn that I really need to use and make something with. So I think I'm going to make like a throw blanket of some sort. And I realized the yarn is, it's either a size 6 or size 7. I can't remember now, but I did not have a hook big enough for that because I don't normally crochet with the yarn that big. So I ordered a hook on Amazon, which should be here in the next few days or so. And I'm also going to work on a knit shawl. I need a lot of practice with knitting, and so I'm a little bit nervous about making this shawl, but I'm just going to take my time with it and see where it leads me. I had to order some hooks for that too, or knitting needles, I should say, for that shawl because I didn't have the right size. I only have one size of knitting needles right now. So I ordered the size I needed, and I'm really hoping that it will work out okay. So keep an eye out on a video coming up for sharing my progress on the blanket and also the knit shawl. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you're all staying warm where you're at, and I'll see you next time. Take care.